Right, what is everyone up to? Multi Apples here bringing another video, and today I'll be playing some NCAA Football 13 seconds. Music. This just bear with me 1 second. So yeah, I'm playing some NCAA Football 13. We're doing the Road to Glory mode. 11 games. So yeah, my college choices so far, we get 3 college choices. I chose UTEP, the University of Texas at El Paso, Hawaii, and Wyoming. Play week 1. Yoko Tony, what's up? How you doing? I'm doing well, thanks for asking. Doing well, thanks. Just playing some Road to Glory in NCAA Football 13. Friday though, so Friday morning here. I don't know about you, but I earned some scholarships in this game and Road to Glory mode. Oh man, wow, that's early actually. Very early. Let's skip onto the field. So is it Friday or Saturday for you? Is it still Friday here? Pass to Bennett. Let's go Z spot. Friday here, nice. Ah, shoot, we were sacked there. That's cool. That's Friday. Really cool. Looks like it's gonna be 4 verticals for the play. Ah, shoot. Yeah, I mean, it is an 11-yard pickup, but at the same time, it's still gonna be fourth down, so. Nothing much for me. It's the weekend here. We just had a holiday, the 4th of July, so I just went to see a soccer game in Colorado. And, outside of that, just nothing really. So there's not going to be any holidays until um, I think the next, holiday is, going to be, Labor Day here. I don't know where you're from, so I'm from the US. What about you? Why is Becker cut bats? Oh no, we do. We do. It's just I'm working, so like I'm not taking my vacation till like September. What about you? Like I work at a call center, so dang it, that's interception. I'd usually take my summer vacation during June or July, but I it's gonna be September's before I can get some time off. 2 touchdowns now, that's pretty good. What about you? What are you doing for the summer? No, got that. It's pretty good, actually. Austria, nice. That's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. I've never been to Austria before. What video games do you like, by the way, Milko? Passing touchdown so far, so. We were sacked there. Pass is 74 yards out. Some cherry coke with me, so. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I've never been. I've been to Europe, but not Austria. NHL 25, FIFA, Counter Strike, and Minecraft. Nice. I've never played Counter Strike, but I have played the other games. I really like FIFA and NHL. Are you gonna get EAFC 26? I'm planning on getting it if it comes out in November. So, no, not November, September. Nice. Who's your favorite soccer team, if you don't mind me asking? I like Real Madrid and Ajax Amsterdam the most. Incomplete right there. I thought that was gonna. For a second, I thought it was gonna get um our wide receiver was gonna get it, but then I thought, when I saw the free safety going for it, I thought we were gonna get picked off. Thankfully, the defender dropped that. So I shoot 4th and 10. Are on our own 46. We're on their 46 yard line. Let me put it like that. Incomplete. Real Madrid, nice. How do you think they're gonna do this season? Because I felt that they really struggled defensively this past year under Carlo Ancelotti, and I know he's a good coach, but he also they also didn't really get any defenders for him. So I mean, they have a ton of good strikers who all like to play on the left side, and Mbappe, Vinny, Rodrigo, and Bellingham. But at the same time, they really struggle defensively. I think outside of Carvajal, who got injured midway through the season, and then Lunin is a pretty good goalie. Yeah, defense could definitely be better. And then Courtois is another great, even better goalie. But I like Mbappe. It's just they didn't really need to get Mbappe. I know Mbappe really wanted to play for Real Madrid, and he's not a bad player. He's actually one of the best players in my opinion. But they didn't really need Mbappe. We really needed defenders, and that really showed. So that's our fourth passing touchdown of the game. Yeah, I think so. I think I mean, they are better with Mbappe than they are without. But at the same time, they didn't. You know, having an extra player on offense won't. It does good, but at the same time, if that's all you get, and you don't get anyone on defense when you need more, because the issue is they didn't really need any more offensive players. They just needed defensive players, and there's nothing wrong with getting Mbappe. But I mean, at the same time, if that's all you get, then you're not helping your team out, on defense. So. And I think Carlo Ancelotti isn't a bad coach because you don't win in Germany. You don't win the top league in Germany, France, England, Italy, and Spain, and you don't win the Champions League either if you're a bad coach. Don't get me wrong, he's a good coach, but I was under the impression that he did the best he could with the team he had, and like maybe they needed some different players and a different outlook with a different coach. So it's like I think he reached his limit with Real Madrid, and dang, an interception. Anyway, he did as well as he could with what he did, but at the same time, there were some coaching decisions that he made that I felt, that wasn't really the best. Like I know there were times where he played Luka Modric, you know, when Luka Modric is good, but at the same time, he didn't play Goulet or Endrick when he more often than he did, but he's with Brazil and he should do well with Brazil as a coach of Brazil in the World Cup. But I just felt that he wasn't the right fit as a coach anymore for Real Madrid. Not that he's a bad coach, because he's not a bad coach, but I think if he were to join any club anywhere, he could easily win. But at the same time, there's nothing left to accomplish or do at Real Madrid. Coach, because I mean, like I said, you don't win the Serie A, Bundesliga, Liga, Premier League, and Champions League, and La Liga. If you don't do that, if you're a bad coach, you have to be a great coach. But at the same time, he did as much as he could with Real Madrid. So I really don't think there's anything else left to do. Wins is going to score. We are dominating Brinkley, but then again, I am playing on the easiest difficulty, so. Hiddleston scored, or got the ball. He didn't score, but Ajax is going to have a new coach as well. They're going to have John Heitinga. He's returning to coach Ajax, and He's a good coach as well because they had Francesco Farioli, and the final five games weren't very good, but for the most part, Farioli coached really well at Ajax, and they're gonna play in the Champions League as well. So I'm really excited to see Ajax back in the Champions League. Guess we were sacked there. We were sacked again. That's not good. We didn't get anything on that one. What the heck? I thought we gained at least 1 yard. It's gonna be a turnover on downs, unfortunately. We won the game though. Drinks, man. I got some Coke, zero sugar. Or sorry, cherry Coke, zero sugar. Coke, zero sugar. I got some mixed berry water from Kroger. Choose number 8, Vanderbilt. Berry flavored water from Kroger. And Lucozade as well, original flavor. Thanks. It's actually pretty good. Got some Lucozade. College choices. How are we doing in college choices so far? Right. Against Dermont. Yeah, I definitely gotta stay hydrated, especially with the warm weather here. So it's the middle of summer. What else? Because I know they're gonna get Trent Alexander Arnold. They have Trent and Denny. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Houston for Real Madrid. Haven't looked at the FIFA Club World Cup, but make it to the semifinals is quite impressive. And just, they just are gonna get a month break before the before the next season starts. That I can, as much as I like the FIFA Club World Cup, I can totally understand the complaints a lot of the players and coaches have as well for the Club World Cup. I know that month off isn't really a long time for a break for any athlete. Should be interesting to see with the teams playing how injuries and how the Club World Cup will affect the health of the players for the season. So now Chelsea's playing PSG in the final. NHL 25, it would be the Seattle Kraken. Oh, they're probably my favorite team in NHL 25. What about you? Oh, it's a Heros team now. Nice. Yeah, Seattle's my favorite team. You know what? I thought I had a longer run than 1 yard. Definitely gonna pass on this one unless there's like a big. Man, we're not doing good on blocking. My point exactly. We're not doing very good on blocking right there. Boston, nice. That's a good team. Boston's a pretty good team. I mean, I think a couple of years ago they had like the best. They like set the record for like the most points for a team in the NHL. That's gonna be intercepted. Nope. Dropped, thankfully. Yeah, they had like the. Oh, yeah, they had the most points, I think, a couple of years ago. Dynamo. Are you talking, is that for like, that's a European team, isn't it? Dynamo. Vaguely recognize that name. Czech. Oh, you're Czech. Nice. That's pretty cool. I am a dual citizen of the UK and US. Is that your Czech? Yeah, I'm British and American. You too, Tony. You too. Heard that the Czech Republic's very pretty. This is a pretty big place, so it really depends on where like you want to go. So like if you want to travel like all 50 states, you'll need like a couple months to do that. I want to visit the Czech Republic. I've heard Prague is very beautiful. Never been to the Czech Republic. North Carolina, nice. I went to Charlotte about 16 years ago. Charlotte, it's beautiful. Spent like a few days there, so see if an American football game there. This is a free university, two universities, Duke University and North Carolina State. Play pretty cool game. It was my first American football collegiate game that I went to. How we were intercepted there, that's not good. You hurry up and choose double slant there. There we go. Ah, shoot, we were sacked. No, it doesn't for. It doesn't upset an American if you call it rugby. I know the sports are similar, but it doesn't upset an American if you call it rugby. Let's call Czechia. I always would call it the Czech Republic out of habit because there's different there's a place in Russia, Chechnya, that sounds very similar to Czechia, and I always want to say Chechnya, so instead of Czechia. How come the Czech Republic changed the name to Czechia? If you don't mind me asking. Some goal. Ah, shoot, we were sacked there. 6 yard loss, probably. I don't mean to be offensive when I talk about Chechnya and Czechia and ask why the country's name was changed to the Czechia. Should be able to get the first down. I think it's Chechnya. Chechnya, I think. And then you have a place. Then the Czech Republic changed its name to Czechia, I think. So at least in English, it was always known as the Czech Republic. So, and then it was called Czechia. They changed it to Czechia in English. So, those two places sound. They're not the same place, but they sound very. The names in English sound very similar. Yeah. I don't mean to laugh or be offensive if I laugh, but they sound very similar, at least in the name. So I don't know if it's like called something like what it's called in what the Czech what your country's called in Czech because I don't speak Czech, but I know in English I've always known it for most of my life. It's always been called the Czech Republic up until like a few years ago. Then it became known as Czechia. So oh, it's just a shortened version of the Czech Republic. All right, I see what you're saying, Czechia. That's cool. Kind of like the U.S. or USA is the shown version of the United States of America. We like in here in the we will say like we'll refer to our country as like America or the U.S. or USA. It's like a shown version of our name, so it's similar to what we do with our country as well. So it's cool. Very glad I didn't know that. You learn something new every day, so that's pretty cool. Oh, okay, thanks for letting me know. I wasn't sure because thank you, I won't. That's pretty cool. Czechia is showing of Czech Republic. I did not know that. Cool. I want to visit Prague. There. So probably the most famous person from the Czech Republic I know is a basketball player named Jan Vesley. I think he's from the Czech Republic. Yeah, Prague is beautiful. I've heard nothing but good things about Prague. So if I ever get the opportunity to visit Prague, I will. Definitely Prague. Got it to Cano. Uh, Jan, like Jan Vesley. I know his first name is spelled Jan. His last name is like spelled something like VES. Sorry, VASELY. He's like picked in like one of the. I don't remember what year he was drafted in the NBA in basketball, but he was like a top 10 pick. I'm sure there are some soccer players. Yes, I do. Tony, that is the. I'm probably mispronouncing his name, but that is the player I'm talking about. I've never been very good when it comes to pronunciation of names, so probably some soccer and ice hockey players that I probably know off the top of my head that I can't. So yeah, it's definitely hard for like me to pronounce as an English speaker. So five straight passes, not bad. Why do I feel like there's a goalkeeper named Peter Cech that's from the Czech Republic? I don't know if it's because of his last name. Yaromir, how did I not know he was Czech? I know Yaromir Jagr. I know him. I don't know why I didn't. I know he was from that region of Europe. Peter, yes, yes. Peter Cech, I think is. I don't know how to properly pronounce his name. I mean, Yaromir Jagr is the hockey player. I know he was from that region of Europe. I didn't realize he was Czech. He's like one of the greatest hockey players of all time. Along with Gordie Howe and Wayne Gretzky, he is like the top three in terms of all-time hockey players, great hockey players. So not, I knew he was from Central or Eastern Europe. I did not put in my head that he was from the Czech Republic. Dominic Hasek. I feel like I've seen that name before. Not too familiar with it. And it's there's I feel like there are a couple of women's tennis players that I've heard of as well from the Czech Republic as well. That area, Europe, Dominika Kubakova. I think I'm probably mispronouncing the name or misremembering the name. She's either from the Czech Republic, Slovakia, or Slovenia, and she's like a really good tennis player in that area because like the Czech Republic is producing really good players in tennis. They produce a lot of good soccer and hockey players as well. They're like one of the better countries in the world in terms of like really good ice hockey players. They produce a lot of ice hockey players here in the U.S. So, Jaromir Jagr is probably definitely ranks in the top three all-time greatest NHL players ever. Peter Cech was a one of the greatest uh, European football goalkeepers of all time. I know the FIFA World Cup expanded to 48 teams, like starting in 2026. So I would not be surprised if the Czech Republic makes it. I know they're not always considered a favorite to win, but I would not be surprised if, like, they always seem to be one of those teams in Europe that was either made it to the World Cup, or they were very close to making it to the World Cup. And now that the number of teams has increased for the World Cup, I can totally see the Czech Republic, making it to the group stage, definitely making it to like the round of 16 or quarterfinals as well when it gets to the World Cup. Because they struck me as one of those teams that if they didn't make the World Cup, it's like because they were like maybe like in the top three of their group when at least for Europe, the top two teams, when it was 32 teams, the top two teams will go on. And if the Czech Republic would always finish like third place and like make it to the interconfederation playoffs. It's like they were very close if they didn't always make it. So we have a ton of good players and a ton of good teams as well in the Czech Republic. Now, if the U.S. were somehow to like be accepted as a UEFA member for soccer, there's no way the U.S. would qualify for the World Cup. So we have gone better at soccer from at least the men's team has. I know the women's team is usually ranked amongst the best in the world, but for the men's World Cup, I do not see the U.S. making out of UEFA if they were to leave CONCACAF and join the UEFA Confederation. I do not see the U.S. qualifying for the World Cup unless we hosted. If we were part of the UEFA Confederation. No, for Europe, it's tough to qualify of the World Cup. I mean, no, Italy. Oh, no worries, Moko. Welcome back. I'm glad you're back. Do you think the Czech Republic will actually make it to the World Cup in 2026 next year, since the World Cup expanded to 48 teams? 'Cause I know the Czech Republic's one of those teams in Europe that, like, if they didn't make it to the World Cup, they were like one of those teams. I hope so too. Like, the Czech Republic to me always struck me as one of those teams that if they didn't make it to the World Cup from Europe, they were like very close to making it to the World Cup. It's not one of those teams like Gibraltar or Estonia or Albania where they're you kind of don't like those are good nations, but you don't really expect them to make it to the World Cup. The Czech Republic is one of those clubs or one of those teams where you kind of see them like sort of on the edge of like will they or won't they make the World Cup this time around. So I know Italy struggled, which is Italy did not make 20 the last 2 or 3 World Cups, and that's kind of shocking in my opinion. Soccer. I mean, when it comes to hockey, I fully expect the Czech Republic to make it to the World Cup. But when it comes to like soccer, it seems like for me, I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to hockey or when it comes to hockey or soccer. But when it comes to like soccer, it's like the Czech Republic is one of those teams that are either make it to the World Cup or they'll like being like the final. They'll get eliminated in like the final round of qualifying, if that makes any sense for soccer. And as I know when it comes to soccer, the U.S. it's only because we're in Concacaf that the U.S. would make it to the World Cup. If the U.S. were to join the UEFA Confederation, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they're kind of like in a way they're kind of like the U.S. They've gone better, but the U.S. men's team is good. But we, compared to like where we were 10 years ago, we're much better now than we were like 10 years ago. I think definitely we were definitely better 20 now than we were 20 years ago. But I mean, if like the U.S. and Czech Republic were to play, in soccer, I would expect the Czech Republic to at least win or draw 9 out of 10 times. And the 1 out of 10 time that I see the U.S. winning, it's they're playing in the middle of our summer. Because the heat, it gets really hot here. I don't know what the weather is like in the Czech Republic. Yeah, Czechoslovakia. Yeah, definitely. It was one of the. It was like a. Wasn't it like a powerhouse when it was Czechoslovakia when those two countries were together? Ah, fourth down. I know the Czech Republic is like a powerhouse in hockey. Besides ice hockey and soccer or football, what sports are popular in the Czech Republic? Hockey. Wow. So the Czech Republic is one of the few countries where there's a sport more popular than soccer. But that's pretty cool that hockey's more popular than soccer, and that both are popular there. It's like here in the U.S., it's soccer is popular, but it's like grown over the past 10 to 15 years here. American football and baseball are the and basketball are like three most popular sports here. And ice hockey is like the fourth most popular, and then soccer would be fifth in terms of popularity. 7 times, that's quite impressive, actually. It's always tough to win a World Cup in any sport, but to win a hockey World Cup 7 times is quite impressive. I know, like, if you ever come to the U.S., if you like go to like the Northeast or Midwest, you'll meet a lot of hockey fans. But if like the further south you go to the and the further west you go, you'll oh wow, yeah, I think so too. But I know in like the further west you go and like the further south you go in the U.S., hockey becomes less popular. Like the area I live in, hockey's not a very popular sport here. But if like you were to go to like Massachusetts or Pennsylvania or New York, hockey would be very popular there. I would not be surprised if a lot of the hockey World Cup victories came with Jaromir Jagr on the squad. Past to Kenny there. I would not have been too surprised if the Czech Republic had been in the U.S. though in hockey. Seems like both teams are really good that it could have gone either way when it comes to hockey, at least. when it comes to soccer, I fully expect Czech Republic to win. I would be shocked if the US would beat the Czech Republic in soccer. I know in basketball, I'm pretty sure the US would win, but soccer is where the Czech Republic would have the US beat, and then hockey, again, like I said, it could go really either way for like which team would win. LeBron currently plays for the Los Angeles Lakers. He, I think, has a year left on his contract. He's he's still like one of the best players in the world, uh, but he is towards the end of his career. He is probably gonna retire within the next couple of years, I think. Jan Vesley, I'm probably mispronouncing his name. He played for what the Washington Wizards at one point. It really depends on like the region of the U.S. and the group of people. Because like baseball is popular amongst the older demographics, like the older people, but like again, it really depends because like they're both more or less equally popular in the here in the U.S. wherever you go. So it's like among, I'd say amongst the older generation, baseball is more popular than basketball, but amongst the younger people, basketball is more popular than baseball. But both are equally popular, I would say overall. So I know the Czech Republic actually produces a very decent European baseball team when it comes to European competitions. I know for the World Baseball Classic, the Czech Republic is usually, along with the Netherlands and Israel, those are like the three countries from the European Confederation that will always make it to the World Baseball Classic, which is the equivalent of the World Cup of baseball. How popular are baseball and basketball in the Czech Republic? Yeah, it's very sad though. It's very sad about the floods in Texas. I've heard about them. It's just tragic with the weather and very sad. The game there. Choices. Those schools offered me a scholarship. That's good. To Texas A&M. Basketball is moderately popular. Yeah, that's what I thought. Baseball less so. I know baseball is kind of like a niche sport in Europe, but like for the Czech Republic, they always tend to be one of the better European teams in the international competitions for baseball. Italy and San Marino tend to be good teams as well. Yeah, so I thought baseball's niche. Very niche. Ah, that's incomplete. Well, I'd imagine American football's not that popular in the Czech Republic. Which is more popular, baseball or American football? Let me ask you that. You know, hockey and soccer are the two most popular sports there, and then basketball is moderately popular. Let's get into it on the field. When there. Penny now. Ah, intercepted. It's not as niche as baseball. Wow, popular. Wow, I did not know that. Thing. American football or baseball is what you want to get into playing. Tony. I know American football is a. It's okay. You're good. I would recommend play. Mm, I would say it's much safer to play flag football than it is just regular American football. Just because in American football you're at risk of getting a lot of head injuries and concussions. So flag football is far safer because like in American football there was a like with the NFL about a decade ago there was a lot of controversy with the NFL and a lot of players suing the NFL, which is like our top. It's like the top league of American football here in the U.S. And like the players would actually sue players and their families would sue the NFL for the players for failing to warn and protect players about the severity of concussions and head injuries. So it can be fun, but it can cause a lot of brain damage as well in the long run. So It's in a way kind of like rugby and Australian rules football, and like a lot of combat sports like boxing and an MMA. You can get a lot of brain damage. Yeah, yeah. You definitely can't make a lot of contact in flag football. I mean, both are fun sports, both are fun versions, but at the same time, flag football is much safer than regular American football. Oh, that's a touchdown. Nice. I did not expect him to catch that. Thought it was going to be incomplete. Do you watch any American football, Tony? I know it's not the most popular sport, but Hiddleston caught it. This is our third or fourth game, I think, of the Road to Glory mode. So I do know on. I'm not sure about the Czech Republic. I know you can watch it online, but you'd have to pay for it. You'd have to get like. I'm not sure if it works internationally, but like you'd have to get the NFL Network, and it can be quite expensive as well. But I'm sure there's a way to watch it online. Yeah, I think the NFL Network would probably. Nice. At least that's for professional American football. If you want to look at like a university, I'm not too sure. Do you have a favorite team or player, Tony, for American football? Me, professional, it'd be the New Orleans Saints. Yeah, New Orleans Saints. And my favorite player is probably Taysom Hill. Excuse me for that burp. Tom Brady, nice. He is the greatest player of all time, I think. He's retired, but he's when he played, even his last season, he was, in my opinion, the best of all time. He is a quarterback, the greatest quarterback ever, I think. No single player, let alone no single quarterback, has won as many championships as he has. Yeah, he was a quarterback, so. He now is a minority owner of the Las Vegas Raiders as well. He's like a minority owner of an American football team as well. Hiddleston, not the player. Got the catch, I should say. It was nice talking to you, Tony. It's always a pleasure. You take care and you have a good day, okay? It's nice talking to you too. It was fun talking to you as well. And have a good weekend as well. Thanks. Touchdown right there. What's the score again? 35 to 21. It's pretty cool. It's always nice talking to viewers on Twitch and YouTube. Pass the Cano. I really do need to visit Prague one day. If I ever have the chance, I will definitely visit Prague. I've been to a few NHL games, and I've always wanted to see an ice hockey game. And I know ice hockey's popular in the Czech Republic. I would like to see an ice hockey game and a soccer game in the Czech Republic as well. Alright, let's get that first down. Longest pass is 62 yards. Wow. I'm kind of hungry though. I'm gonna have breakfast in about an hour. Hiddleston with the catch. It's third and inches. First down, right there. Thought we'd gone a touchdown for a second. I wish we did though. We did a nice rushing touchdown. Now we did get the touchdown. It's 42 to 21. I almost said 15, but it's 21. Excuse me for yawning. End of the third quarter. Not too bad. Not too shabby, eh? Road to glory. So this is, I believe, week 4. It's always tough to hang on to those catches because I always think they're gonna drop it whenever they get hit like that. But it was Hiddleston who actually managed to hold on to a catch. Who managed to hold on to the ball, I should say. Excuse me for yawning. Bennett with the catch, actually. That's good. That's good for Bennett. First and goal. We should be able to get the touchdown. So ready for the college football season to start, actually. I was One thing I like about men's college basketball and college football are the upsets. Yeah, we did get a rushing touchdown there. And nearly 500 yards passing as well. Probably not going to get to 500 yards by the end of the game. Even though we did score, we're not going to get to the end. Not going to get to 500 yards. Yeah, we've been taken out. It's 56-21 is the final score. 472 passing yards. Received a scholarship from Texas A&M University. Nice. Texas Christian University. Did choose one team in the West. The Great Plains region of the U.S. The only team in the Pacific Ocean, and yeah, a team out west. The rest are in the southeast, actually. Go ahead and play against Pine Bluff High School. And I'm gonna probably turn off my mic and my face cam now.
19! Hot! Hot! Set! Wide 80! Hot! Ready! Wide 80! Wide 80! Hot! Set! Wide 80! Hot! Ready! Hot! Hot! Ready! Green 88! Green 88! Hot! Let's go! Green 90! Green 90! Hot! Here we go! Hot! Ready! Hot! Here we go! Ready! Hot! Ready! Hot! Set! Hot! Ready! Red 18! 18!